Hi, you are watching Slester Gamer YouTube channel. I have created this channel for providing best games for the specification which your PC have. So in this video there is the list of 5 best game for low-end PC. Before I start the video, please watch the first 2 parts of this video if you haven't, and I want to tell you that the games are not arranged on any basis, all are good in their own way. So hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more low-end PC games. At number 5 spot I have The Sims 4. The Sims 4 is a life simulation game, similar to its predecessors. Players create a sim character and control their life to explore different personalities which change the way the game plays out. Sims can multitask. Sims Mode lets change the gameplay by influencing the Sims' emotional state, introducing new interaction options. Similar to previous Sims games, player-created challenges abound. One of the most relevant is the Legacy Challenge, in which players create a single sim and try to make its family line last for 10 generations. To run this game smoothly you need at least 2 GB of RAM with a Pentium processor and an integrated graphic card. At number 4 spot I have Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Blacklist. In Blacklist, players assume control of series protagonist Sam Fisher as he seeks to stop a terrorist group called the Engineers. The gameplay emphasizes stealth, and utilizes the third-person perspective. During the game, players can rotate its camera, run, crouch and leap over obstacles. Since Blacklist intended to continue the aggressive stealth of Conviction while retaining the traditional stealth features of the older games, it combines action and stealth, and allows players to use different approaches and methods to complete objectives and defeat enemies. Players can complete levels without being noticed by any enemy by methods such as taking cover or scaling ledges. If the player chooses to kill enemies, other enemies are alerted when they see their companions' dead bodies. To avoid this, players can hide corpses. Fisher can also create a strategically advantageous dark environment by destroying nearby lights, and is equipped with customizable night vision and sawn-hour goggles to detect enemies in darkness and see through walls. He also has the Tri-Rotor, a compact surveillance drone which can spy on enemies, create distractions, give electric shocks, and self-destruct to kill enemies. To run this game smoothly, you need at least 4 GB of RAM with a dual-core processor and an integrated graphic card. At number 3 spot I have Max Payne 3. Max Payne 3 is a third-person shooter in which the player assumes the role of its titular character, Max Payne. A new feature to the series, introduced in Max Payne 3, is the cover system, which allows players to gain a tactical advantage, and avoid taking damage from enemies. To progress through the linear story, players take on enemies throughout levels. The game features interactive cutscenes which transition seamlessly into continuing gameplay. There are no loading screens across gameplay and cutscenes. To run this game smoothly your PC should have at least 2 GB of RAM with a dual-core processor and Intel HD 5000 or better.
Tranquila! Tranquila! Nós cuidamos disso. Nice work!
At number 2 spot I have Hitman Absolution. Hitman Absolution is a stealth game in which the player assumes the role of a hitman named Agent 47. Presented from a third-person perspective, the gameplay centers around completing set objectives within a series of levels. Objectives can range from simply reaching the end of the level, to eliminating specific individuals. The players choose how to complete each level, taking branching paths to get to a target or location. Players may use pistols, bottles or bricks, assault rifles, shotguns, fiber wire, or steel pipe against enemies if opting for the action-oriented approach, or avoid enemies altogether, not being seen. using disguises, blending into the environment, and only attacking the set targets, if using the stealth-oriented approach. Agent 47 also has the instinct ability that lets the player monitor enemies more easily. There are also environmental ways to kill or distract individuals. Players can use poison to spike coffee, pull switches to make a disco ball fall and break, cause a massive explosion at a gas station, pull a switch to cause scaffolding to fall down, cause fires, or set off fireworks. Players complete chapters in order to progress through the story. The player journeys to various locations, including a mansion, library, strip club, gun store, wrestling arena, courthouse, and hotel during the story. To run this game smoothly, your PC should have at least 4 GB of RAM and a dual-core processor with 512 MB of video memory. At number 1 spot, I have Amazing Spider-Man 2. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is a third-person action-adventure video game, set in an open world based on Manhattan. Players take on the role of Spider-Man and complete missions, linear scenarios with set objectives, to progress through the story. The missions are structured in a linear manner, but the player is free to explore the game's map in between missions and engage in various side activities. Players have access to all of Spider-Man's superhuman abilities, including web swinging and wall crawling. The web rush bullet time mechanic from the game's predecessor also returns and has been expanded, now allowing players to also do critical strikes, dodges, and rolls. The combat is similar to the predecessor, featuring a free-flow design and counterattacks, and allows Spider-Man to incapacitate enemies for a few seconds by various means, such as throwing interactable objects at them, and then subdue them for good by webbing them. Players are able to upgrade Spider-Man's web shooters and unlock new abilities, such as ionic webbing, which destroys metal objects, including the armors of certain enemies, or vibroblasts that incapacitate enemies for a few seconds. To run this game smoothly, your PC should have at least 4 GB of RAM with a dual-core processor and an integrated graphics card. That's all for video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon for more content. Also comment down your thoughts below.